So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. Let's go! 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds his running back, Mixon. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
We want first down. Come to my work. 26, Mike. 27-50. Switch. Go to 50. Hey, you watch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, here's Luck. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 44, Luck. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. 16 yards, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist, watch.
From the 30 on second down, Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check. Fresno.
After the interception, it's Luck. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch out. Jim.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Let's go, baby.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
26. Hey, high 7.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing is Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Luck. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Target. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 55.
Out of the gun. Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Taken in at the 22. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Scan 300. Scan 300.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. Sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Under 10. On 10.
Now it's Locke. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line. And he loses the football a second time. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
319. Watching you go. 150. 55. Small. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Check, 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 check. Mike 55, Mike 55. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet, 399.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Get 300! Get 300!
Here's Rodgers to throw again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Haywood! Check 55 to Mike! Zoom. 55 to Mike! It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Easy, alert, alert. 61, matchbox lights.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Watch twist.
12. Hey, seam 6.
Luck now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
26. We got double up. Bravo. Chad 300. Chad 300.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Five.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 34 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's locked. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking deep for Adam. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Meanwhile here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Mike, I go. 1, 2, 3. You. 1, 2, 3.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw on second down. Luck caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Check out. Wide, 622.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Luck gonna throw it. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Colts on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Luck. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11B.
Kill.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Forced out to his left. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.